Thank you very much. I'm the CTO of Buzel Networks. We started the company in Vancouver in 2014. And myself and my CEO were both from Canada. We went to Simon Fraser University. Just giving you a quick background on who we are. So we actually had a gaming background. We were down here in California. We met up in Vancouver. And our initial thesis was to enable payments on Ripple, payments to India. So we're both Indo-Canadians. We wanted to reduce the pain points of sending money back to India. We chose Ripple technology. We realized that payments is actually really hard to break into. So we actually pivoted and ultimately moved the company to Singapore. It was kind of a rash decision we made in 2016, so our company's now headquartered in Singapore. And we worked in enterprise quite a bit. We built a KYC solution on Ethereum for HSBC, OCBC, and MUFG. And we actually realized something about the blockchain. It's a terrible database. I know that somebody mentioned earlier that it's a database for payments. It's actually a really terrible general purpose database. So it was a huge pain point, and we actually decided to build a decentralized database. So let me emphasize that I really think the big buzzword right now is not blockchain, it's decentralization. My company just ran a hackathon the last 48 hours in Vancouver. It was a decentralization hackathon. It was not a blockchain hackathon. Our database uses the best of the blockchain, but it's decentralization concepts that we're using. So, some of the things we're using that are concepts are swarming, 2D partitioning, and consensus. We're using consensus, which is actually a really important concept in blockchain, but it's actually one of the fundamental things you need in decentralization so you can create these wonderful technologies. A little bit about ourselves. So we're actually building this database, and it's going to be released in April, and we're going to be doing a token sale in a month. The token is actually the cryptoeconomics for the database. So basically how it works is, if you want to use the database, you have to pay with the tokens. If you want to earn the tokens, you can actually add your machines to the network and you earn the tokens. So it's a crypto economy. We actually consider it the picks and shovels of this whole industry. A lot of people are trying to build products that are end user products. For us, we're actually betting on the infrastructure. I look at the Klondike gold rush in the Yukon in the 19th century. You know who really made the money? It wasn't the gold rush guy, the guys go looking for gold. It was the guys selling the shovels, the tools. We're providing those tools so you can build whatever decentralized technology you want. We have some great advisors. We have Brian Fox, who actually wrote the Bash Interpreter, co-founder of the Free Software Foundation. We have Alex Leverington, who's from the Ethereum Alliance. We have Prashant Malik, who actually is the co-creator of the Cassandra database. And we also have Ryan Fugger, who created the Ripple protocol. So I'm wearing this wonderful t-shirt. After this presentation, please come to me and tell me who these people are to get a shirt and ask me tough questions.
Great, thank you. Very good presentation. Thank you very much.
How will you stay differentiated from competitors who are all doing decentralized databases?
I'm really glad you asked me that question. The number one question that actually comes up to me, I've been going all over the world doing meetups. People compare us to IPFS, Swarm. We're a database, and IPFS and most of those other guys that are doing decentralized storage, they're clearly doing file I/O. File I/O is complicated. Database I/O is really complicated. So we're actually capturing the audience for file I/O, which is actually, I apologize for kind of cheating here, but if you see this slide, which was a little similar to one of the ones presented, this is the decentralized ecosystem. Filecoin, IPFS, they fill in the file storage hole or the gap in the decentralized ecosystem. Database is missing. There's nobody building a decentralized database. That's what we're doing. That came about through our 3 years of experience working in decentralization.
More questions? More questions? All right, great. Thank you very much.